Hello, good morning. This is Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic that a lot of people must be missing. This is a feature in MassMailer. How to send a follow-up email in MassMailer. So, for example, you send out an email to the recipient list, and you keep getting all the email status values. But a lot of people wonder, okay, if I want to respond back to someone, how do I do that? MassMailer does have that feature available. Not many customers may be knowing, so I thought it's important for me to talk about this in a webinar. So it's very simple. How do you do that? So all you need to do is just go to the respective the MassMailer email status record, and you would see a follow-up button on the page layout. And if you're in the older versions of MassMailer, you may not find this button. If you don't find that, all you need to do is just go edit that page layout of MassMailer email status object, and then just add the follow-up button both into the classic and also the lightning, the page layouts. That's as simple as that. The follow-up feature is available for delivered open click reply for these status values. But we're gonna allow the processed event as well very soon, because we did realize that sometimes the email get processed, but it may not get delivered. And if you want to follow up, it's important for us to add that. So we're gonna add that. It should be out very soon in a patch. All you need to do is just go to the email status record, click on the follow-up button. As long as it's one of the status values where it is processed, delivered, open, click, reply, you will be able to respond back. And if you get a message saying that, okay, so-and-so, the email status record is not allowed to send an email, that could be because it doesn't make sense, such as unsubscriber, spam report, group unsubscriber, bounds. For those ones, we don't let you send out a reply or a follow-up email. But otherwise, rest of it, we do allow you to follow up with your recipient. So how it's gonna work, I'll demonstrate that to you. But it's very important here, which I want to highlight, that the Salesforce activity record must be there in the system. So there's a interconnection between the MassMailer email status activity record and the outreach. So those records should exist. So if you have deleted or if you have not created the Salesforce activity record, meaning if you have turned off the Salesforce activity record creation, then this feature will not work. So I just want to kind of caution you there. So if you get an error message, that is because the necessary objects are deleted. Maybe you are cleaning up the data. So let's say for older emails that you've sent, like 6 months ago, 1 year ago, if you're trying to follow up, and just in case if other related objects are not in the system, so then there's no way we can really let you follow up, because we need to have the email content that is stored, and that gets stored only in the activity history today. Just want to highlight that point as well. Okay. And there's just a UI navigation which I'm going to demonstrate. So you can see the follow-up button right there, that on the email status record. So you just start to click on that. Okay. So let's take a look at a quick demo here. So this is MassMailer. I already loaded the app, MassMailer Lightning app, and I'm in this MassMailer email status, which is a tab. So just let you know, so MassMailer has one of the tabs called MassMailer email status. If you don't find it, you can always find it from the more, it may be in this section. So once you load your email status, you can also navigate from the contact or lead or any other object that also has a related object called MassMailer email status. You can always do it from there. So I'll show it to you, for example. So let's say I go to this particular contact, and then from this contact, you would find you want to do a follow-up for one of the emails that you sent. For example, this is the delivered event. And then if you go here, you would see the follow-up button. So it's one and the same. So you just start to click on this follow-up button. And then from there, it just loads up a simple UI way in which you can actually type in the email content. As you can see, it's a very simple email here. So the previous email content, we are loading it in a separate box here. This is for the reply, and this is for the original email. So it's more like a thread. So we wanted to kind of separate this from both interface, like the user experience aspect, as well as the technical aspect. We kind of separated this. So you can also do CC, BCC, just let you know if at all you want to CC someone on the follow-up email. Just type in, this is test follow-up email. And that's it. That's all what you need to do. And then just say send, and it would send a follow-up email. Very simple, nothing complicated as such. If you are wondering how to send a reply or a follow-up email, this is the right way to do it. I mean, Salesforce may have other ways or other approaches, but with MassMailer, you would be able to do this as well. That way, everything gets logged within